So here's how we gonna start. You know what I'm saying? I'm cooking and it's Friday night. I'm in the house. This is what I do. And I just feel like we gotta really have like a good starting conversation because all of what's happening throughout anywhere, you know, it stems from like a woman. It stems from a woman. And the woman's ability to understand, queens, that we have a responsibility to like stand behind men and build them up. Maybe a critique in private from time to time, sparingly, but the position is to build him up. Like, period. There's no, comma to that shit. Build him up, empower him. Like, he don't need to come home and argue and go back and forth with his woman. Like, he just, like, that's not what's supposed to go on. So, when we have those type of interactions, we begin having a glitch, you know what I'm saying? Where people feel as though, like, oh, I could be cute, and that's kind of like the position. The position has been filled. Like, no, the fuck it ain't. You got his spirit, his mind, his energy, and then your own. And don't let there be children in the home, because then you got to also do your home. You see what I'm saying? So you have a large responsibility to build him up, keep him safe. Know that he's needed, wanted. Not needed for your materialistic whims and desires, but he's wanted as a companion. And like, you're his complement. Like, that's it, that's all. So I feel like we have a disconnect with that part right now, because there's such a hyperstimulation into what people can visually see, that I feel like, a value is like inside, and what we're required to process and be responsible for when we're, growing ourselves as people, not even with a man. Because all the shit that I understand it to be isn't nothing I just acquired, and it's still a lot more work that can be done. Like, it's a continuous work in progress. But there's just work to be done. I don't know. I was raised by a man, by my father. I don't know. Because Pops was not going for, you crying and you cute and shit, and, you whining and then you just gonna get your way. It was like, nah, little nigga, you gonna have to build an argument, figure out how to justify it, and I might still say no, and you gotta eat that shit and shut down. Just don't say nothing else. Then you're gonna irritate my soul. Because I'm from the era where kids wasn't going back and forth with parents. Wasn't no back and forth, bro. Like, your parents and elders and shit, they spoke, and that was it, bro. Like, having feelings, like, I didn't have feelings as a child where, like, I'm upset and I'm going to have a tantrum or lash out or say something that is out of pocket. So, coming from that cloth, from that era, there's certain shit that's non-negotiables. And you got to build your mind. You got to figure out how to do that for yourself. I'm not, like, a smart person. Got a lot of common sense, a lot of life experiences, but I'm not no hyper, like, intellectual person. I read, I seek out information, I seek new perspective, I respect other people's perspectives. I'm sincerely interested in hearing about their perspectives so I can broaden my understanding, so I don't walk into a room of people with their type of perspectives and I'm foreign, I'm alien, because I ain't never thought about nothing but my own perspective. That's part of this too, like, starting a conversation so we can broaden our horizons. I speak in bros frequently, like, that's just my flow pattern to speak. I got a lot of homeboys, I was raised by men. Excuse me, y'all, because I'm frying a fat pork chop right now. You hear me in here wrestling with this shit. Yeah, but I was raised with a lot of men, so I speak in bro, but I'm speaking to the people. And a lot of it is resonating in support building for the women, for the queens, we really just have a responsibility to, you know, the household, the man, to the union. Like, I look and I'm like, wow, you would put that online? Like, it's just weird to me. There's a disconnect for me because there's certain shit that is just a no-fly zone. Like, you don't do that. You don't do that. That don't go online. That is not supposed to be showed. So all of this is a conversation to broaden the horizon of how I'm curious. I want to know, how did people come to even where they're at with certain things that they share online, that they feel comfortable doing that. I don't know. I get free press and all that. I get it. I do. But I just don't think that Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, or none of them would be, you know, tweeting and posting their every move, inappropriate or not, inspiring or not. I don't know. It's just me. Give me your thoughts. Tap in. It's not going to always be pretty and beautiful and great responses or no response at all. It's what it is. So if you have commentary and it's, you know, less than savory, I still want to hear it. DM me, whatever, and you will get a response.